a new moon in Virgo. If you'd like a personal reading, information is in the description box down below next to the butterfly. The future of Scorpios look like. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you have cards that have come out. Okay. You have I'm determined to get you pregnant next time. All right. With the energy of these, you have you'll be pregnant soon, and public social attention, public recognition, fame. All right, you have the plan B there. Somebody wants to get you pregnant, Scorpio. Which means, as well, you know, Scorpio, you know, you'll only, you know, be reproducing children if you are married. So somebody views you as someone who could be the, you know, the mother of their children. You know, they want you to be the mother of their children. They want to get you pregnant. Okay, I feel like in your love life right now, you are very well known, very popular. It's got 71, you're only following like 71 people, and there's 47.2 million followers, and then 2.6 billion likes, so you could be very well known. Okay, but somebody wants to get you pregnant very, very, very soon. Okay? And, yeah, you have the plan B there. Okay, we are very pro-choice here at Sikiksyd. You know, if you're not ready to raise a child, and you know, it happens, and you're like, no, that's not what I want. It's perfectly fine to, you know, take the plan B or to do whatever you feel is necessary, whatever is right for you. Maybe, you know, right for you. Maybe consider something different for another individual. It's about what's right for you. What's right for you may not be right for another individual, but yeah, somebody wants to get you pregnant. Someone views you as someone that they would want to be like, you know, want you to be their wife. They want you to be the mother of their children. They look and fantasize about the type of children you guys would have together. Okay, what they would look like with their genes and your genes put together. You're very fertile. Yeah, Knight of Cups, somebody's going to be asking you out. It's an Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, this person is going to be very romantic towards you. All right, you have Three of Swords, Saturn and Libra. Future for Scorpio. The Sun, that's a yes, Leo. If you got pregnant, you would have their first boy child. I feel like this person doesn't have any boy children. It would be a boy. You would carry on the legacy of that person's last name, basically. Because, you know, boys, a lot of people want to have boys for whatever. It really doesn't matter if you have a boy or a girl. But a lot of people want to have boys because they will carry on the legacy of the father's name. Or, you know, if you decide to get married and you take on the last name of the person that you decided to marry, they would still be taking on that legacy of that last name. Like, I already decided for myself, one day when I do get married, that I will keep my last name and also take my partner's last name. I will take their last name and hyphen it. So it'll be Uko, hyphen, whatever their last name is. So it's something about that, like a legacy. There's a legacy. I feel like really good news is coming in regarding your love life right now, Scorpio. It's very, you're very positive. You're famous with the Sun. You work in the entertainment industry. You're well known. Yeah, the Star. You're a celebrity. An astrologer maybe with the Star. Aquarius energy. This is also a love that does not come around very often. Somebody sees you. Somebody sees you. If you're in a relationship, you're trying to heal from somebody cheating on you. And if you're single, then you have already made it out of the dark night of the soul. The future of your love life is you made it out of the dark night of the soul. And many people are romantically interested in you. You're like the sun. You can't miss the sun, you know. It's also like Three of Wands, Sun in Aries. It's it's a long distance travel relationship or romance. Someone's in another country or state. Someone's very far away. Ooh. As I said that. Two of Wands. Ooh. You have cards flying out. Okay, and bottom of the deck, you have Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Harry Potter. I was just saying this in another reading. I do go to college for biology degree, but the other school I go to is basically an esoteric and occult school, school for astrology. It's like Hogwarts. So, Scorpio. The funny thing, I love Harry Potter. That is my favorite series. I can watch it on repeat. It's the only series I can literally watch on repeat as a movie, because no matter how many times you watch it, you can find something different in it. For your love life, and in that story, the main thing that you can pay attention to is that their main goal was not about love, but it was about defeating he who shall not be named, right? And it's, oh my God, Voldemort, someone says it, and it's about them progressing and growing and evolving. That's what it was really all about. And in that process, they learned. I feel like there's something very valuable you've learned about what it means to have an open heart chakra. What does that even mean? What does that even feel like? Someone's pregnant with a boy as well, but what does that even mean like? What does it feel to have an open heart chakra? It means that you believe in magic. This is believing in magic. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, this was like, he had lost his parents, he was an orphan, and he didn't have any real family. I mean, his family was treating him absolutely horrible. I mean, he lived under the cupboard, and he lived in a closet, and then he goes to Hogwarts, and it's like his whole life begins. It's not centered in love. It's really centered in him beginning to learn to love himself, that he was special. He didn't even know he was special. He didn't even know he was a wizard. The people around him did not want him to know that he was special. Sort of like Naruto. The people around him didn't want him to know that he was special. No, you're a beast. You have a beast inside of you. Don't ever unlock that. It can destroy the whole village. Not realizing it can also save a village. That when you know who you are, you love who you are, you can use it for good. How you treat something and you nurture it is exactly how it will treat you back. When they decided to be mean to Naruto and be really rude to him and make him feel like an outcast, like him having 9 tails was like this horrible, horrible thing, that's how he felt about himself, and he would treat other people in a manner where he was constantly trying to prove himself to feel validated by the fact that he didn't understand why they didn't like him. He's like, I haven't done anything to you. And as he got older, he began to help and teach others that, if you have a beast within you, and it can be metaphorical or it can literally be a real 9-tailed beast, right? Because there was a actual chain of them. Don't look at it as an enemy. Look at it as a companion, as a friend. I also feel like some of you guys are getting a divorce. Others of you, even seeing 1111, you're getting into a relationship, and this will lead to pregnancy. It will lead to commitment or actual relationship. Many people are fighting over you as well. You have the Knight of Cups, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and the Star, Aquarius. The Tamaguchi. I used to have these, and they were really difficult to keep alive. I mean, you turn your head for 1 second, and all of a sudden it needs to be fed, and you need to take care of. And this is something you're also acknowledging. I myself said that I will not have any children until I'm actually married. There's stability, there's a roof over our head, we have our finances together, and we're not having a baby just to have a baby. Like, that's an actual life that deserves to have a stable foundation at home. What they see is exactly what they will imitate. It's like the movie Love and Basketball. I was watching the movie Love and Basketball a couple of days ago, and in the movie, as a child, he was seeing the dynamic between his parents. And then when he decided to get in a relationship with Monica and they were young, he thought if he just imitated what he saw would work, and it didn't work. He was like, oh no, you gotta ride on my bike. And she's like, I don't wanna ride on your bike. And after that, it was like, well, you ugly anyways. And then all of a sudden, they split ways. And they become like, just childhood friends. And then as they got older and they get into college, he finds out, his father was cheating the entire time. He's not the man he thought he was. And he loses his own identity and realizes that it was a much bigger picture. even when he was ready for commitment, he wasn't with the right person. He was engaged to be married in 2 weeks. And she's like, I'll play you for your heart. I'll play you for your heart. And she lost. She lost in the game of basketball with him. And he still chose her because the truth was, it wasn't about basketball anymore. It was about the fact that I love you. If loving you means I got to put my ego aside, I'll do that. If loving you means it's more than just the physical body, right? Like the Princess and the Frog energy, where, you know, the whole reason for getting in the relationship was, okay, he wants to be in a relationship and a commitment with her, or, you know, he wants to kiss her and be with the actual, he wanted to kiss Tiana the Frog because he wanted to become human. He wanted to kiss the princess because he needed money and his parents were done giving him money. They cut him off even if he was the prince of a nation. And she was giving him a kiss because he said, oh, I'm a prince and I have a bunch of money and I can help you with your shop. I can help you open up the shop. And at the end of the day, even when they kiss, they both become frogs. So the fact that they were both going into it for the wrong reasons created a negative result. And when they both realized, I don't care if you're a frog and I'm a frog, as long as I'm with you, I'm happy. I don't care if I'm human and you're human. That makes me happy. Like, it didn't matter about the physical body. It was the spiritual experience of the relationship and connection that they had developed. With the Three of Swords, Saturn, and Libra, you have the Three of Wands, Sun in Aries, can also be Scorpio. You have the Sun, Leo, and the Two of Wands, Aries, Scorpio. Okay, so this person is going to be very romantic. It actually says, marry me on it. Somebody wants to marry you. Okay. Somebody wants to marry you. Okay, you could. I mean, someone is like, they're coming towards you romantically. They're flirting. They're putting in the effort with the Knight of Cups. It's like, whoa, okay, they've developed emotion for you, whether you know it or not. And with the Star, they see you. They see you. Okay, even when you feel like, oh, nobody sees me, they see you, and they want you to know that you're not alone in your concerns. With the Tamaguchi, it's like you learned how to heal yourself. Through that, you go into a leadership position where that love that you learned within yourself is now transmitted outwards to help others. In the movie Love and Basketball, he decided not to have a baby. They decided not to have a baby until she was, you know, she was in the WNBA and they were married. She took his last name. Okay, she also took his last name, but it was also like picking the right time to have a child. Don't just have one to have one. If you can't even take care of it, it's not fair. They're gonna grow up to see that dynamic, and if you know for a fact the dynamic between you and another individual is not that strong, why would you bring another life into it in the picture? A child does not make a situation better. It only elevates and escalates what is already going on in the relationship. So if the relationship is already failing and you sign up a child, it will fail even quicker. It will escalate even quicker. If the relationship is flourishing and you have a child, it will only increase what the relationship was already built up to begin with. It will only help it flourish more. So these are things to pay attention to. And I feel like a lot of you, I mean, at the end of the movie of Princess and Frog, they kiss, right? And they decide, we're going to get married even if we're frogs because I love you that much. I don't care if I'm not going to be human or whatever. My ears are ringing. I don't care. I love you. That's all that matters to me. It doesn't matter about the money and the royalty and the shot. It doesn't matter. Business and work and career and money and whatever. It's like, it doesn't matter. It's like this. It's like that song, "Make Me Proud" by Drake, right? He's like, I like a woman with a future and a past. A little attitude, palm over, a little bit chillax. Don't take it too easy, girl. Don't take it too fast. Yeah, that's it right there. That's it. Do it just like that. Only you can do it just like that. And then even Nikki is a Ophiuchus. She's an Ophiuchus and her moon is in Virgo. And then when she goes into 13 signs, her moon becomes Leo, just like me. My moon goes from Virgo to Leo when I do the 13 signs. All of a sudden, I become a moon in Leo. in her part, she's talking about, she's like, she said, I'm a star, sheriff badge. What's the point if I'm guard? Double D up holes, Dolly Parton. It's also a feeling of authenticity about you. It's really about the love within yourself, Scorpio, because I don't think you even know someone feels like this about you. But it's the love that you've been embodying within yourself that really allows this to come into your life and come into fruition. And Drake is a Scorpio. He's a Scorpio. There's a lesson that's been learned about love. And somebody sees you. Okay? They're coming towards you, and it's also a reconciliation. You know this individual, they're very far away from you. Okay? Like as far away as the sun. You could also live in a hot climate, or someone lives in a hot climate. The Dawson's Creek, Saturn and Libra, 3 of Wands, Sun and Aries. You're moving away from relationships that feel more like dramatic TV series where someone is always cheating on the other person and there's 3 people involved. There's no emotional availability, and it leads to absolute heartbreak. Into the 2 of Wands, which is the 3 of Wands, Sun and Aries, could be Scorpio, which is talking about a long distance travel relationship and romance. There's Britney Spears on here. She's an Ophiuchus too. I love her. I was just listening to her today. She's all up in my my playlist. But I think I also see Madonna here as well. This is starting a new relationship, long distance travel, romance relationship. The past doesn't matter to you anymore because you heal from it. You don't feel negative emotions or feelings. People always assume that like, oh, Scorpios are so dark. They're gonna retaliate. And Scorpios actually don't. They don't. It depends on how evolved they are, but typically they don't. If you do a Scorpio wrong, they'll literally just detach from you and move on, knowing that it's your loss, not theirs. And they're not about to sit around and try to convince you that they're good. Oh, you should want me, and you should want. No, they're not about to do that. You made it very clear when you decided to disrespect Scorpio that you didn't care. And so therefore Scorpio said, okay, and decided to move on and care about themselves. That's what you're supposed to do. Scorpios know the deepest, darkest parts of other individuals. Do they care? No, but we know it. I have a rising sun in Scorpio. I may know the deepest, darkest parts, the creepy qualities of an individual, but I may not care. Because it's not my concern, it's not my problem. Do you get what I'm saying? That's called boundaries. Even if I'm aware of what is going on inside of you, it's not my responsibility to take that on. I feel like that's also something that you're doing, Scorpio. People take that very personal. Oh, Scorpio just thinks they're better. Why doesn't Scorpio want to hang out with us? She just thinks she's better. He just thinks she's better. Da, da, da. No. Scorpio just knows they don't care. Scorpio knows that time doesn't exist and doesn't want to give their energy and effort to something they do not care about. Just because they know why you act mean, cold, you use people, you hurt people, whatever, doesn't mean Scorpio cares enough to get involved, to intervene and try to change it. No. Scorpio acknowledges it, keeps the distance, and keeps moving forward. Knowing I'm not going to take that personal because I know what's so messed up about you. That's like me as an astrologer, right? The star. When I look at someone's chart and, they treat people horribly, they steal from people, they cheat on their partner, they do whatever. They manipulate, they ghost, they abandon, they do whatever. When I look at their chart, I'm like, oh, that's why this person's so messed up. I don't take that personal. I acknowledge it and say, okay, and keep moving forward. There's no reason for me to spend my energy and effort thinking about it when it doesn't concern me. It's none of my business. It's not my place to judge. It's also not my place to make it my problem when it's not my problem and no one asked for me to make it my problem. And so this is something that you are doing. Rather than I feel like this is because you began to love yourself so much, you now know that boundaries is also, I don't have to reply if I don't want to. I don't have to deal with you if I don't want to. That's everybody's feeling discernment. Scorpios don't hold grudges. Scorpios just look at the truth of it. You did this. I acknowledge it. You're not going to get a second chance to do that to me. because I'm going to move forward away from you. And that's just it. That's what you've done. You moved away from third parties and relationships where it hurts and all of that and heartbreak. You don't really care about that anymore. And because of that, there's a vocal exchange of emotion coming towards you from across the country, from another country, another state. It makes you very happy, and plans are being made to travel. I feel like a lot of you guys will be traveling to another country, another state. This is being planned. This is also the Two of Wands. Collaborating with someone else. So you could be planning like a getaway with somebody, planning to be together with somebody very far away. And this is coming into fruition because you're allowing, you're receiving. You are not pursuing anybody. The feminine energy is not pursuing anyone. They're receiving. And this has allowed you to no longer control, right? Even in The Lion King, Simba, this is him being initiated, coming into the light, right? And the child, they gave birth to the child. This will bring on legacies. You're going to have a child with this person. Like, it's going to bring on legacies after legacies. It's also love at first sight, okay? It's going to make you very happy. This is also a vacation. Or the Two of Wands, somebody planned this out. I used to eat this gum, fruit strips. Someone is communicating, but it's coming from their heart chakra. They planned it out. If you're in a relationship, it's heartbreaking because whoever you're in a relationship with is looking at a third party in another country or another state. They're looking at other people outside of your relationship and about to start something brand new. It's someone they're friends with. And if you are single, there's someone coming towards you that is single, they're emotionally available, they like you, and they want to start a relationship with you. They will show you this and pursue this because it's not complicated. Big signs do not like things to be complicated. The moment somebody complicates it and they ghost, or it's like, oh, I have other people involved, and it's a third party. The moment things get complicated, Scorpio is out. Scorpio does not want to deal with that. I don't need that type of energy around where you're cheating on your partner or you're not emotionally available anyways for a relationship, or you're only in it for my money, my status, how I appear. You're only in it for an ulterior motive. They're not interested in that. Scorpio is not interested in that. This starts off as friends. You're going to be meeting this person at school, meeting this person in a seminar or college. Someone likes to read and write. They can have glasses. Harry Potter's wearing glasses. Also feel like you see much more clearly what real love is. And it's no longer distorted to you. But yes, somebody wants to get you pregnant. You came here with a question. Your answer is yes. Someone wants to propose to you. This will come into fruition. Okay. Okay. Wow, Scorpio. This has been your reading. If you like a personal reading, and congratulations on the baby, or congratulations on the relationship, and I can't believe somebody really wants to get you pregnant, Scorpio. Are we really surprised? Okay, are we really surprised? No, we're not really surprised. Your healing work paid off. Your healing work paid off. My sister, she's a Scorpio, and she's older than me by maybe 6-7 years, and she is a beautiful, Scorpio women are just drop dead gorgeous. Dangerously. It's deadly beauty. And she has helped me as a woman continuously evolve with the Scorpionic nature of my rising sun. That Scorpio energy is really about looking at the deepest, darkest parts of yourself and accepting them. And not running away from it. And if certain things in your life are not going that well in love, me and her were talking about this maybe a couple weeks ago or so. If something's not working for you in love, focus on what is. I was like, because I give my family free readings, free voodoo, all free. I never charge my family at all. And she called, she was like, yes, they can have a reading. I said, yeah, no problem. And we were talking, and I said, if love is not going right, focus on career, focus on money. Money's not going to hurt You becoming more stable, that's not going to hurt you. That's not going to stop you from finding love. And so me and her, we were doing this, right? We were focusing on career, money, because she's a sun in Scorpio, I'm a rising sun in Scorpio. And I'm at 0 degrees in my rising sun in Scorpio. So I embody the exact epitome of a Scorpio woman. I walk like one, talk like one, dress like one. Everything. It would appear I'm a Scorpio, even though I'm not. And we've been focusing on work, loving what you do, loving your job, right? And so abundance has come towards us in career. And then all of a sudden money was flowing in. Like money is just everywhere. Stability is everywhere. It feels really good. The confidence is sky high. The love for self is just out of this world. And we were talking and I realized that the biggest love of all, we already had within ourselves. And when you surround yourself with really positive and amazing and supportive people, my family is the most supportive people that I could have ever dreamed and asked for in my life. You have a gratitude, Scorpio, for these people that you have because they love you and they care about you and they show you that you deserve love and value. Don't ever settle for less than you deserve. If you are too much for someone, I say this all the time, if I'm too much for you, go find less. It should be really easy for you to find. If my nails are too much, and my psychic abilities are too much, and the job I do is too much, and the way that I talk is too much, and the way I move is too much, for your sake, go find less. Please, get out of line so that someone else can move forward who is able to afford what it is that I have to offer. And this isn't about money, it's saying, can you energetically afford it? It's like when somebody wants a Lamborghini. I really, really want a Lamborghini. But they can't afford it. So they say, oh, I don't want a Lamborghini. They're not actually rejecting the Lamborghini. By default, they have to because they can't afford it. So it's no different. Having a Lamborghini means you have to take care of it. I've driven a Lamborghini before. It hurts. It almost feels like it hurts to drive it slow. It has to be driven. It has to be taken care of. And when you have to get it taken care of, you have to ship it out to Italy or to a different country to get it fixed. You can't get it fixed in the U.S. A relationship is no different. You have this beautiful Lamborghini, but you can't take care of it. You can't say grand rising to this person and good night to this person every day. You can't give them loyalty. You can't give them support and love and care and compassion and empathy and kindness that they deserve. Move out of the line for somebody who is capable of affording the Lamborghini, okay? Because we're not talking just about, oh, money. I wouldn't ask anybody to have a particular amount of money that I know I can't personally provide to the table myself. We're talking about there is energetic exchange, right? Do you have the energy? Can you afford my energy? Do you have the right energy to be able to contribute to the Lamborghini, to something that is gorgeous and valuable? Can you take care of it with love and care and kindness? Do you have that? Have you worked on your own energy to a sense of value? You get what I'm saying? See, to afford means not just energy, but time and effort. Do you have that? And if you don't, please move for someone else who can. So a lot of people are fighting over you, Scorpio. And I feel like you've been really focused on yourself with proper boundaries. It makes you extremely attractive. And you get what you want because you did not back down. You didn't settle for less. You know you intimidate people who cannot afford you. They can't afford your energy, your effort. They can't. They just can't. And you can't fault them for that either. You're not mad at them for it. You're just like, okay, I get it. And you keep moving forward. Thank you for moving. Thank you for getting out of the way. Thank you for ghosting. Thank you for leaving. Thank you for just doing whatever you've done to make space. For me to have energetic space for someone who can do that. Someone that does deserve what I have to offer. And can give more than I could have ever imagined. And I feel like you have a lot of gratitude for where you are right now in this moment. And it's because you began to love yourself. You're very confident. You're unstoppable. Congratulations, Scorpio. You get exactly what you want in love. This is a yes. Yes, 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 yes. Wow. Okay, this has been your personal reading. I feel like it's been almost a personal reading. If you like a personal reading, information in the description box But I feel like whoever's approaching you has accepted that you're famous. They could be a musician, they could work with technology, the military, the government, they could be a writer, they could work with the esoteric, the occult, finances, taxes, souls, assets, other people's money, the psyche, mental institutions, prisons, anything with reform in it, realty. This person is going to be very romantic. You're going to be swept off your feet. Congratulations. You deserve this. Scorpios are so self-reliant. We are always the person that someone can rely on. Scorpios are extremely loyal, pulling from the polarity of Taurus. I have no Taurus in my chart, but I love Tauruses because of that polarity. We take it to a whole other level of loyalty than Tauruses do. And I feel like this is something that you're being rewarded for. Truly, that you've been loyal to you. You have been more intelligent, more than emotional. And this has allowed you to really grow up. This has been your reading, Scorpio. Whoever is coming towards you is not intimidated by your success, but they actually are very proud of how far you have evolved, grown, expanded, and they only want to contribute good to your life. They don't want to take anything away from you. You deserve this. You really do. This has been your reading, Scorpio. Personal information in the description box down below.